What judges expect from parents in Texas custody cases. Hi, I'm Lillian Audu with Audu Law Firm, PLLC. We handle custody and family law cases in Harris County, Fort Bend County, and Brazoria County. Parents often walk into custody cases with the same concern. They want to know what the judge really wants to see. They worry about saying the wrong thing. They worry about being judged. They worry about whether they are doing enough. The truth is this: judges are not looking for perfect parents. They are looking for reasonable, honest, stable parents who can put the child first. Today, I want to walk you through what judges actually expect from parents in Texas custody cases, not what parents assume judges want, but what judges consistently respond to in real cases. Understanding these expectations can dramatically affect how your case is viewed and how decisions are made. Let's start with the most important principle. Judges expect parents to follow court orders. This expectation is foundational. It applies even when a parent disagrees with the order, even when the order feels unfair, even when the other parent is difficult. Courts operate on compliance. When a parent follows orders consistently, it signals respect for the process. It signals reliability. It signals that the parent can provide structure and boundaries for the child. When a parent ignores orders, modifies schedules unilaterally, judges notice, or decides which rules apply to them, judges notice. And that behavior raises concerns. Judges do not expect parents to like court orders. They expect parents to follow them. If an order needs to be changed, the proper approach is to seek legal modification, not self-help, not retaliation. Now let's talk about communication. Judges expect parents to communicate appropriately. That does not mean friendly. That does not mean close. It means calm, respectful, and child-focused. Judges understand that parents in custody cases often have conflict. They do not expect parents to be friends. But they do expect parents to avoid unnecessary escalation. They expect parents to avoid hostile communication. They expect parents to keep the child out of adult disputes. A parent who communicates clearly, briefly, and calmly often appears more credible. A parent who sends long, emotional, or hostile messages often undermines their own position. Now let's talk about cooperation. Judges expect parents to demonstrate a willingness to co-parent when it is safe to do so. Texas custody law is built around the idea that children benefit from ongoing relationships with both parents. Judges look closely at whether a parent supports that principle. Do they encourage the child's relationship with the other parent? Do they facilitate visitation? Do they comply with possession schedules? Do they avoid interfering with the other parent's time? A parent who appears to obstruct co-parenting raises red flags. Judges are cautious about awarding decision-making authority to a parent who seems unwilling to cooperate. Now let's talk about stability. Judges expect parents to provide stability. This includes stable housing, stable routines, stable schooling, stable medical care. Stability does not mean wealth. It does not mean luxury. It means predictability, consistency, reliability. When judges evaluate stability, they look at the child's daily life. Who takes the child to school? Who attends appointments? Who manages homework? Who provides routine? They value continuity. Now let's talk about preparation. Judges expect parents to come prepared with documents, prepared with evidence, prepared with organized information. Judges do not investigate cases. They rely on what is presented. A parent who presents information clearly and efficiently helps the court make decisions. A parent who appears disorganized or unprepared may be viewed as less reliable. Preparation also shows seriousness. It shows respect for the court's time. Now let's talk about honesty. Judges expect honesty, even when the truth is uncomfortable, even when the truth is imperfect. A parent who acknowledges challenges but shows growth often earns respect. A parent who denies obvious facts damages credibility. Credibility is one of the most important assets in a custody case. Once lost, it is difficult to rebuild. Now let's talk about accountability. Judges expect parents to take responsibility for their actions. This includes acknowledging mistakes. It includes correcting behavior. It includes demonstrating learning and growth. Blaming the other parent for everything rarely helps. Judges look for self-awareness. They look for maturity. They look for a willingness to improve. Now let's talk about child focus. Judges expect parents to put the child first. This sounds obvious, but in practice, it is often where cases break down. Judges pay attention to whether a parent's requests are child-centered or parent-centered. Are decisions driven by convenience, by control, by anger, or are they driven by the child's needs? Judges expect parents to separate their feelings about the other parent from the child's needs. A parent may dislike the other parent, but that does not justify limiting the child's relationship with them without good reason. Now let's talk about flexibility. Judges expect a reasonable level of flexibility. Life happens, schedules change, children get sick, emergencies arise. Parents who demonstrate reasonable flexibility often appear more cooperative. Parents who rigidly enforce rules to punish the other parent often appear controlling. Judges value problem solving. Now let's talk about long-term perspective. Judges expect parents to think beyond the current conflict. Custody orders last years, children grow, circumstances change. Judges are mindful of long-term impact. They favor arrangements that can function over time. They favor parents who demonstrate long-term thinking. Now let's address a common misunderstanding. Some parents believe judges decide custody based on who is more likable. That is not accurate. Judges decide custody based on evidence and behavior. Now let's talk about what judges do not expect. They do not expect perfection. They do not expect parents to never struggle. They do not expect parents to agree on everything. They expect effort, responsibility, honesty. Now let's bring this together. Parents who follow orders, who communicate calmly, who support co-parenting, who provide stability, who prepare thoroughly, who act honestly, who take responsibility, who put the child first. Those parents often achieve better custody outcomes, not because they are perfect, but because they align with what courts value. Understanding judicial expectations allows you to adjust behavior early. It allows you to avoid unnecessary mistakes. It allows you to present yourself more effectively. If you are preparing for a custody case in Harris, Fort Bend, or Brazoria County, this can make a meaningful difference. You can schedule at audulawfirm.com. Thank you for watching.